I thought that was important. We had to disrupt them somehow, and I think we did. You know, they're a team that's so physical and so strong and so good inside that if you spend all your time worried about just the inside, we can't match up with that. We're just not as big as they are, and so you have to be able to disrupt them, and I thought we did.
And what's your assessment of the team's performance in the second half compared to the first?
Well, I mean, there's the three-point shooting. You know, I mean, obviously I think they made 6 threes the second half. Degenhart made 4 of them at least, and that was. Some of it was game plan, and we were giving up that shot a little bit, so you knew that they'd make some, and it was just too many. And I thought we readjusted well. I thought they did some good things to get us out of rhythm too, but ultimately it came down to a few plays. And we have a turnover in transition with the lead. We missed a couple free throws, and then we don't get the layup at the end. We were right there.
Yes, Coach. And so late in the second half, Day Hall had a freak injury, and how's he doing?
Yeah, that hurt us. He told me he was okay to go back in, and then he said, "I don't think I'm okay to go back in." And then when it was just the free throw at the end, he's got such a good sense for the ball that he didn't have to move very far and didn't have to play any defense. So I don't know the extent of it. I don't think it's severe, but certainly he's a guy that's come off a major injury, and so you don't want anything that's going to slow him down because he's been good for us.
Robert Viola obviously wasn't part of this matchup last year versus Boise State. Just what was his impact today, and just overall, what do you think his impact will be, just throughout conference play?
Yeah, Rob is a physical player. I have always said I think in the Mountain West he could average a double-double, and he had 11 and 8 tonight, I think, and was really critical. And wouldn't have been hard for him to have 15 points, with some of his opportunities. But I think he's just going to get better and better for us.
Coach, what was it? I know probably obviously a big game with Alvaro coming back to San Jose.
Yeah.
Just what was it like, just game planning for him on game tape and what he's meant for Boise State, and then obviously I imagine emotional game on both sides, with your
he's
staff.
A really important player for them, Al's always been a leader and a quarterback that's made his team and teammates better, certainly. You spend so much time with him and recruiting him and all that, and you see his development, and it's odd to play against him, but at the same time, it's kind of part of the new world. So I don't put too much extra thought into it. I really admire his ability and his leadership qualities and what he does.
Were you surprised that Leon Rice and Boise State, fouled you guys up 3 in that situation?
No, not really. And then we had the problem at the other end was we had 2 fouls to give. So there was no way in 5 seconds or 5.5 seconds that we could press, trap, foul, and do that enough times. So it kind of forced our hand to have to miss it on purpose. And I thought Will did a good job shooting it high enough to get a long rebound, and we were able to corral it and thought we had a crack, but they made a good defensive play right at the end.
Coach, last couple of minutes were pretty competitive, but Boise State was able to get pretty much any basket. So what were your thoughts about the closing defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Boise's really good. They wear people out with their physicality over and over. I think they did that to us somewhat tonight too. But I will tell you, Cardenas made a really difficult shot and made a great pass to Degenhart where we were just a smidge late. They made some plays. It wasn't like we just got beat for point-blank layups or anything like that. So you have to credit them, I think. And making those amount of threes the second half, especially Tyson, who hadn't made them, at that rate. And so, got to tip your hat sometimes.
And in both games in conference play so far this season, you guys have had double-digit leads. Obviously, the result wasn't what you guys wanted, but is there any
moral victory?
Not moral victory, but any hope in that when you're seeing the team?
No, I told the guys. Here's the thing. You mean we're a good team, and we're going to be a good winning basketball team in time. If we just keep showing up and putting in the effort that we do in practice and the attention to detail and game plans, we're going to be all right.